If you hire a mercenary company, and they roll up with a Vindicator, just know, however little you're paying them, it's too much. Look, I'm not saying the Vindicator's a bad mech, I'm just saying it's no one's favorite. It's as slow as a heavy mech with the firepower of a light mech in each range bracket. It's so forgettable that it would get missed during the field trip head count and have to wait 3 hours for its parents to come pick it up at Calico Ghost Town. But look, what could the Capellan Confederation do? The first succession war just ended and they were desperate, so they built a Vindicator. Then the second succession war happened, and they were desperate, so they cranked out more. Then the third succession war happened, and they were desperate, so they cranked out more. Then they lost the Cataphract factory to Davion, so they cranked out more. It's not a great mech, but it's something. The Vindiana Jones and the Temple of Stepping on Rakes has some lasers, an LRM-5, and a PPC, and they spread out the weapons, so if you lose a limb, it's still combat effective. But was it even combat effective to begin with? Regarding the medium laser in the head, bravo for having a last-ditch zombie mech weapon that isn't the equivalent of single-ply toilet paper. But look, I know the Confederation said they fixed it so using the ejection seat doesn't turn into a Viking funeral for the pilot, but if I were given one, I'd be looking at the repair logs really close before sitting down in that chair. Between that head laser and the helm of the Vindicator kinda reminds me of the Whitworth. Yeah, Series Metals really should have asked the Whitworth Company how they crammed a medium laser into an even smaller head without turning the pilot into a 6-piece bucket of extra crispy upon ejection. And the Whitworth kinda looks like a bulked up Javelin. Javelin, Whitworth. Javelin, Whitworth. Vindicator. Huh. Now that I'm looking at it, we got a Pokemon evolution thing going on here. The Javelin is the Charmander. Cute, but with a little bit of fire. The Whitworth is the Charmeleon, a teenager going through a growth spurt, but thin-skinned. And the Vindicator is... well, it's not the Charizard, not least because by the 3000s a mint Charizard card is probably worth more than a Vindicator on the open market. No, the Vindicator is like a Charmeleon that's been huffing protein powder and found his dad's PPC under the bed. The Vindicator and the Whitworth have largely been put out to pasture in this year of our Lord Kerensky 3152. Either because we have better options, or because the factory's been dead longer than the first Star League. No one mourns the Whitworth, and very few mourn the Vindicator. With good reason. But look, I know we've got the Vandal, and the Tianzong, and the Inghuochong, and the Capellan Confederation is currently riding high and picking at the bones of the house that Hans built. But whenever the settings Davion Uber Alles gravity reasserts itself and the Confederation finds itself plummeting once more toward rock bottom, Wile E. Coyote style, I'm sure they'll climb their way out of the impact crater on the shoulders of the Vindicator. That and the awesomeness that is hopefully future Chancellor Denai Liao Centrella. God, what I wouldn't give to have her hop in a stinger and use its ferrofibrous armored heels to step right on my jaw. Oh, you didn't know? The stingers bring heels. See? Looking fabulous and helping the degenerates among the Mech Bay Discord get their sick thrills all at the same time. Not many people trash talk the Vin Diesel because it's not worth trash talking. It'd be like trash talking the color beige. But maybe the Vindicator deserves more respect. Deep in the Succession Wars, if you were a Capellan footslogger being handed a bamboo pole with a shape charge taped to the end to fight a 30-ton murder machine, a Vindicator arriving to the front line might be the only reason you live to see old age. Much like a friend who thinks bumper stickers are knee slapper humor, but is always down to help you move, the Vindicator, in a Rolling Stones kind of way, might not be the mech you want, but it might be the mech you need.